Hello everyone, here I am with the new moon forecast, giving you some information and about what's going to happen at the time of this new moon in Virgo, and on the 30th of August 2019. This new moon is a very special one because it's one of the best new moon we've had for quite a long time, and it's actually also a super moon because it's the closest super moon we are going to have experienced this year in 2019, and it will be really a 357,000 kilometers from the Earth. So its influence will be really, really deep and really deeply intense, and it will bring a lot of abundance and a lot of healing for all of us. So this moon will happen on the 30th of August 2019, and it's quite an intense and an interesting thing because the number that's coming up, the 30th, is a number that hasn't come up for quite a while, and it's actually a completely new number. If we look at, for a minute, numerology of the day, we see where we have 38, and if we add 2019 as a 20 plus 1 plus 9, we have another 30. So it's going to be a 383. 38 is 11, 383 is another 11, so it is an 11, 22, 4. So 38 is the number of breakthrough. It's about breaking through, going out, is about following the light, the inner light, because my light is my guide. And also the 211 talk about an intense energy moving, coming through, because in 11s are doorways, big doorways we move through, an intensity of energy also coming from the source. And the 22 is about foundation, building new foundation, is the master builder in numerology. So it's about breaking through and building new foundation based on the concept of the light is my guide. So it's a very important time because it's the germination of something that we have been working on for quite a while. 30 is the number of redemption. We're talking about the day now. Is the number of the redemption, is the number of dedication for rulership. And also it is in the Hebrew alphabet, it is associated to the Hebrew letter Lamed. Lamed means whip, and then actually is about expressing the authority, expressing from the heart, allowing the Lamed as this shape, so it's about allowing the drop from spirit to come through our mind into the heart and be able to express our full potential from the heart. 30 in the Bible, 30 is a very important number because it is also associated with the age, a very important time in relation to age. So because the Aaronic priest, Aaron was the brother of Moses, and Moses, he was the first one who was appointed directly by God as the first high priest. So he was the one who was allowed to enter the Holy of Holies and on the Day of Atonement. So all these, why 30? Why 30? Why 30 years old? Because he was 30, Aaron was 30 when he was appointed, and then it is considered the age where we reach the mental maturity and also the physical maturity, mental and physical maturity that is the most appropriate one to handle major responsibility. Jesus was 30 when he began his public ministry. David was 30 when he began to reign Israel. Ezekiel was 30 when he started to prophesy, and also John the Baptist was 30 when he began to preach. So it's a very important age. So it means now we are mature enough to follow a particular task or to follow a calling, and this calling is related to our own inner calling. So we can really have the universe is telling us that we are ready to start something and to be guided by the light. The 30 is a tree. 38 is, as I mentioned, breaking through, and it is a number of work, is now a number of labor. Is talking about one's calling, is related to our life work and purpose for the authority, the lamed that we possess in our heart. So from energetically, we need to understand that the work that we had to do until now in order to be was a work that we had to face in order to be prepared to start a journey. So this our own mission, our own life responsibility. And so it is we need to understand that this work is a blessing, because we are doing this work in order to be able to serve that call, what we truly are. So the 38 is an 11, so the channel of energy. 2019, 33 is a 23, which is a death and resurrection. And then the 23 is 5, which is a change. It is also soul, it is grace. And then, grace is mentioned 318 times in the Bible, and because grace is the only energy that can rescue us and set us free from our bondage, inner limitation. So it's also the grace is about receiving the Holy Spirit. So we are asked to witness and listen to the energy within the heart, and to be able to express that in the world. The total addition of the day is 50. 50 symbolizes the total man. Is actually the universe being expressed by the individual lives for Allende. So again, it's about an energy, a change, and the Hebrew letter is the nun, and the nun, which means fish. We need to release, leave, come out of mass consciousness, because fishes are unconscious beings, and come on earth, and live on earth, on the ground, so that we can completely because on the ground, on earth, we have a conscious being. So we need to get out of the sense of victimism, and move into being able to manifest the life that we feel we want to express and manifest. So in the Bible, 50. Remember, according to the Jewish tradition and according to the Gematria, words that have the same that adds together and give the same number have the same energy quality. So 50 is associated to the word everything, and is also 50 comes also out from the word the man, from the word born, from the word to you or from you, and also it also comes from the word you are mine, so we belong to the universe. So 50 is also related to the Pentecost, which is the coming of the Holy Spirit, and then also related to the feast of the first fruit, in which God first poured His Holy Spirit upon about 120 believers who had gathered. So this means that the feast of the first fruit is also not only an agricultural harvest, but also is a spiritual harvest. So it says we are just ready. We are the first fruit. We are just, but there will be more to come. So this is just the germination. This is just the beginning of a big transformation that is going to happen and will be fully manifested in January when Saturn and Jupiter come together at the same degree in Capricorn, 23rd degree in Capricorn. The Sabian symbol of this moon is a harem. A harem is symbolically a sanctuary, because it was related to a ritual of the Haji. There was a pilgrimage during the period of to the ritual of Ihram during the period of the Haji, which is the pilgrim to the Mecca. So it was purify yourself, go within. The female women in the women in the harem represented the soul energy, the feminine quality. So we have to go within, into the inner harem, into the inner sanctuary, and act upon what we find there, which is exactly the meaning of 30, the meaning of the Lamed, because the whip is about the one that was the tool that was used to move the cattle, to move and the movement was from within, from within out. It was outward moving. So this is a big concept. During this moon, we have 12 planets in Earth sign and 11 planets in mutable sign. So Earth sign is about grounding, is about building, and then the mutable sign is about change. So there's going to be a change and a building. So we are going to act in order to manifest. The ruler of Virgo is, I said, mutable sign, but is associated to Olive. Olive is the process of marination, is the process of leaving behind the past. If you take an olive tree, the center starts rotting, and then the new trees come out from the outside, the outer part of the tree. So something is going to rotten and then it's going to grow out. And wood is about growing. So it's really an energy of transformation, an energy of acting upon what we feel right within ourselves, and the courage to act upon that, because we have a huge stellium. A stellium is a combination, a big of minimum 4 planets, which must be conjunct. And then so they will be all gathered together, so a strong energy. And the stellium will be between Juno, the Sun and the Moon, Mars, Venus, and Vulcan. So Juno is the inner marriage. The Sun and the Moon means the personality and the soul come together. Mars is going to give us the strength to act upon, have the courage to act. And then Vulcan, Venus, the self-love, the looking for inner peace. I want to change because I want inner peace. And then Vulcan is about destroying the whole and making the most out of things. So Mercury, who is one of the ruler, the traditional ruler of Virgo, will be joining together the mind, the 2 minds, the higher and the lower mind, and spirit and matter, in order to manifest that. And then it will give us a strong, a very big strength within, because we really have to leave behind the old and move through. Mars talks about a big, it's related to the Sabin symbol. A 5-year-old takes a first dancing, child takes his first dancing lesson, which is about the capacity to express what we feel within and then enter manhood. So it's really, we are growing up. We are growing up and being able to be ourselves. Then the moon, which is the mother of the form, means that the mother of the form is going to take the shape of the soul. So it's going to manifest the shape of the soul, because this is what Virgo is really about. Giving us the spiritual man, the possibility to express the spiritual man, the spiritual woman into the form and manifest it in the outer world. The moon is the second ruler of Virgo, and then the third ruler of Virgo is Jupiter, which is about expansion. And Jupiter is still conjunct the great attractor, which is a big black hole with a long end, downloading a lot of energy, and is even capable of bending the light. So it's really powerful. And this Jupiter is making a big T square with the stellium that we have, the sun and moon, and Neptune and Lilith. So it's really giving us the energy of the new opportunity coming, and then the courage to take the first step on the stage and express ourselves and who we truly are. There is a huge, I said, grand trine, Earth grand trine, which is actually this big, huge triangle in the sky. And a grand trine supports the building of our higher frequency of life. And is a grand trine between Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So it's talking about endurance, persistence, to focus our attention on concrete, upon concrete object without being distracted. And it's about building our life, our purpose, succeeding in doing that. So it's a really huge energy of change, huge energy of, because Virgo is ray 2 and ray 6. Virgo is about, ray 2 is about having a vision, and 6 acting upon causing something to make it happen. So it's about connecting the higher, something transforming, holistic, because Virgo is also about healing, is also about asking ourselves where we are heading and who we are at soul level. So Virgo has, because it's very discriminating, it brings order out of chaos, and is bringing the modern ruler of Virgo is Chiron, which is about mending the wounds, mending the past, bringing new energy, changing, because it's a mutable earth sign, changing something in the physicality. So the degree of the moon will be, moon and sun will be a 6 degree, 46 minutes and 49 seconds. So 6 in the Hebrew letter is the Vav. Vav is about connecting the higher and the lower, the communication between the higher and the lower. 46 is about the cleansing of our temple, is sanctifying ourselves, resurrecting to life, so dying to the old self and submitting our will to God. And 49 is about the death of my way and thy will be done. So 49 is 7 by 7, 7 multiplied by 7, so it's an ending cycle. The time of creation has been fulfilled and we're ready to move something through. It's a time where we really have the possibility to manifest outside what we truly feel we are, because we also always perceive the material world as something heavy, as something difficult, but actually that is the old way. This way is dying. We really need to become aware that the new world can only be manifested if we follow our inner heart. It's the heart that is ruling the material world, and we can manifest that if we really choose to follow it. In fact, Virgo in the traditional, the esoteric affirmation is for those who don't do the work is matter rules, and for those who do the work is I am God, I am matter. So in the moment that I choose, I want to be myself, I can manifest that in the world. I wrote this a time to separate the wheat from the cow, and it's about really discernment, because the meridian that rules the Virgo is the meridian of the small intestine. It's about it, and it really starts to the from the pinky reaches the pinky finger. So we can also massage the olive pomade, for those of you who use Orasoma, on the pinky finger, because the small intestine meridian starts from here. And it's about really separating what is pure from what is impure. It's about discriminating information. Remember that we don't digest properly when we are angry and we are fearful. So we really need to release all this emotion, because Olive is about clarity, to see the path, connecting the solar plexus with the heart, is about the promise of a new beginning. This meridian is paired with the heart meridian. And then, so remember that we nourish our heart through our habits. And Virgo is talking about habits, about the daily life. It's talking about our health. We get sick if we don't follow our heart. And remember that August is the 8th month, is the 8th month, and 8 is the justice in the fell card. It's about in Orasoma is the bottle associated to Anubis, which refers to the fact that we don't have to make any compromise with our heart. When our heart is heavy, we lose our feathers. And so we need to nourish the heart, choose what we want to do from the heart. And remember also, the heart rules our relationships with other human beings, our connection with those we love. And also our heart is nourished by what we love. So extremely important to choose that. When we look at this, the situation of the stars is really talking about living, growing, germinating, because the North Node is about germinating, this process of germination of our birth potential. The South Node is about leaving behind all our inhibitions, and they make a T-square with Hecate, which is about extracting the coal from the mind. So really freeing ourselves from something that was really heavy, it was really a burden, in order to allow the truth to shine, to be expressed. And also in this T-square, there is also Saturn and then Pluto, which are conjunct to the South Node. So it's really, Pluto is bringing out the hidden self, and Saturn aligning spirit and matter. There is also another T-square, there is also another big grand trine, which I was mentioning before, where Uranus, the voice of God, is really called into action, because it's about meeting the traditional past with the creating future to create a new being. So it's a time of possibility, new opportunities coming up, and we are tested. We will be tested to choose and follow the voice of the heart in order to act in the world. So we really need to do that, follow and trust, and not be afraid, because we are the energy to move forward in a very practical and constructive way, because the lower mind and the higher mind, lower mind Mercury and the higher mind, are put together in a lot of fire energy to make that manifest. So big transformation, new dimension, something big moving through. So wish you a wonderful new moon in Virgo, and wishing you all the best. Plan your new life. Trust your heart beyond any thinking that you might experience, and see what happens. Wishing you a wonderful evening and a wonderful new moon, and see you soon. Bye bye.